Hi, Clark-Shawnee families. It's Superintendent Brian Kuhn. Again, another edition of Get the Scoop with the Supe. Today, we're going to provide a few updates as we approach Monday, the 1 month mark until students return to school for the 22-23 school year. So I want to start out with a kind of a unique and special announcement. It's called the Giving Pump. So the Shell station at the corner of Leffel and 72, from August 1st through the end of October, will have a pump that will have the Clark-Shawnee local name on it. They're calling it the Giving Pump. So for that 3-month period, 1 penny from every gallon of gas pumped from that pump will be donated back to the school. We did this last year. It was a huge success, so they've actually extended it a month. So we're excited for Shell's Giving Pump to return this year, August 1st through October 31st, the Shell station at the corner of Leffel and 72. So we know gas prices are what they are, but this one actually gives back to our school district. Also wanted to talk a little bit about another important date to mark down. It's next weekend, August 5th through 7th. It is Ohio's sales tax holiday. So there is zero sales tax on certain clothing items, back to school supplies. Please make sure you take advantage of that. In order for you to do that related to school supplies, we have our school supply list posted on our website. You can click on it under District News, or at the top of the page, you can click the District tab and find the link for back to school supplies. It's also linked on our District Back to School FAQ. So check that out for the upcoming tax-free holiday weekend. Our special guest today on Get the Scoop with the Supe is Mr. Kyle Phelps, the Shawnee Elementary School campus principal. So we're excited that he's with us and is going to share a few pieces of information as we get started. One of the questions that we've received from our families is about Latchkey. Is it coming back this year? What does it look like? So Mr. Phelps, can you talk about Latchkey times?
Yes, Latchkey will be provided at our school. You can check the website for prices, but it's available to our kindergarten through 6th grade students daily, opening up at 6:30. Students can be dropped off at the back of the school, and then after school until 6:15 is when our Latchkey services will conclude for the day. And we're excited to have more students use the services, and we can't wait to see them back in the building.
Latchkey was a very successful program last year. All the pricing, all that can be found on our Back to School FAQ. There haven't been any price changes for Latchkey based on last year's participation levels. So let's talk about back to school. I want to talk specifically preschool, kindergarten. We've got, they always have a different start than everybody else, right? Because there's some screening that's involved. So I want to go over a couple dates with you. August 30th, September 1st, and September 2nd. Those are the screening dates for preschool and kindergarten. How will parents find out about their appointments?
In August, we will start to make calls back to families. Mrs. Amanda Schaefer, our pre-K through 2 principal, will be calling families to confirm testing times. Families will be invited to come in. When they come in, they'll come to the main office to sign in, and the screenings will happen then, after they've signed into the main office.
Mm-hmm. And for our kindergarten students, just like last year, they'll go through screening on these 3 days. Then they'll find out their teacher's assignment. They'll have open house to follow, and they'll start school. So for our preschoolers, they will be screened on August 30th, September 1st and 2nd, and their first day of preschool will be September 8th. For our kindergarten students, they'll have the same screening dates, and then we'll do a staggered start for them so they can adjust to the building in smaller class sizes, get used to the new kindergarten routine. So the first day of school for kindergartners, last names A through L, is going to be September 7th. First day of kindergarten for students, last names M through Z, will be September 8th. And then all the kindergartners will come together on Friday, September 9th for their first day of school, and obviously continue moving forward there. And so that staggered start has been really successful in the past, right? And we want to continue that so we let our kindergarten students acclimate to the building. One of the things we've been talking about for a couple weeks now is open house. We want to make sure all our families have the dates and times so they get a chance to get in the building, meet their child's teacher, and see where their classes are. On Monday, August 29th, 8th grade will have open house from 5:30 p.m. until 7 p.m. We are still finalizing the 7th grade orientation schedule, so please stay tuned. We will share that out once it's all finalized. For high school students in grades 9 through 12, your open house will be later that night on Monday, August 29th, from 7 p.m. until 8:30 p.m. So come out, meet your teachers. That's when high school and middle school students will get their schedules and be able to see their lockers and all of those things. Mr. Phelps, can you kind of talk about the elementary school open house?
Yes, we're excited to welcome our families back in for open house on Tuesday, August 30th. That will be happening for grades 1 through 3 from 5:30 to 7, and then grades 4 through 6 later that evening from 7 to 8:30. That allows our families that have kids in multiple grade levels to attend each part of the open house. And then later in September, after our screening has been concluded and we've made our homerooms, our preschool and our kindergarten will have open house on September 6th from 5:30 to 7.
Yep, part of the reason too for the staggered elementary is we want to make sure there's ample parking for everybody. If we had all grade levels all at once, we'd be spilling into the streets, and we don't want to do that in our new building. So those are the open house nights. All right, Mr. Phelps stuck around. Going to do today's ice cream test. Compliments of Zila Rude. It is pistachio ice cream with strawberry topping. Whipped cream topping's optional, so you have to do strawberries, but you can do the whipped cream if you want. So here's the rules. While you put your topping on, I'm going to go over the rules with Mr. Phelps once again. It's a couple bites, and then you're going to give it a numerical rating. It's a 1 to 10 scale, and you can score on the 10th. So you could say it's a 6.3 or an 8.4. So that's the name of the game. So Mr. Phelps, let me ask you this question while you're getting yourself set. What is your favorite flavor ice cream?
My favorite flavor, I think, would be chocolate chip cookie dough.
Ooh, cookie dough.
One of my tops, I would say.
Okay.
Chocolate chip cookie dough, but this looks fantastic.
All right, let's see where pistachio with strawberry topping, where that lands.
Surprising.
Never had pistachio ice cream before.
Yeah,
Love pistachios. I've never eaten pistachio ice cream. Good crunch.
Oh yeah, nice job.
All right, one last bite. I'm gonna give it a rating. Try without strawberry so I get the flavor.
I have it. I'm ready to go.
All right, Mr. Phelps, what do you give it?
So for the overall flavor, really strong. I kind of like the crunch in there. The strawberry sweetness kind of upped it a little bit for me. I'm gonna go 7.8.
Ooh, Mr. Phelps goes 7.8. I've never had this. I am surprised. I've loved the pistachios. Strawberry is a great touch. I'm gonna go 8.1. It's another one that cracks the 8. This is really good. So you got 7.8 for Mr. Phelps, 8.1 for me on the pistachio ice cream with strawberry topping. Again, send in your suggestions for ice cream, flavors to try, as well as topics you'd like to hear about on Get the Scoop with the Soup. Thanks everybody, and go Braves.